thought I would make a video about my new sketchbook. This is sketchbook number 13 or 14, I think. I do have a lot of sketchbooks, but this is the Nina Cosford sketchbook that I got from their official website. I think that's the only place where you can get them. And it took about a month to get here. I live in California and the sketchbooks are shipped from the UK. But to be fair, I do think that they maybe forgot about my order because I had to like check in with them about 2 weeks after I ordered it, and because it still hasn't shipped. Right after I sent them the email, I basically got a confirmation that my order has been shipped. So I think that they probably forgot to ship it. But anyway, it's here. It's very pretty. I have to admit, I ordered this mostly because I kept seeing it on social media. Like my favorite artists that I see on like social media use this sketchbook, and I wanted to see what the hype is about. And also I do use like alcohol markers and acrylic markers a lot. And the current sketchbook that I have for alcohol markers is the official Ohuhu like double-sided sketchbook, and I do like it. It's just that it kind of like takes a long time to dry, and like the first layer, or when you first apply the alcohol marker, it's like wet, so the first color is different than when it dries. And I wanted to see if this sketchbook will be any different. I got the 80 pages soft cover. I don't know if actually they have hardcover, but anyway, I got the soft cover sketchbook, and the outside is very pretty. I think that you can like recognize it from anywhere because of like the red band. And in mail I got this with a little postcard, thank you note, and a sticker of the sketchbook, which got here a little bit, but it's okay. Yeah, so in the next, I think maybe like a week, I'll just be recording my sketches in this, and I will be leaving honest review as I go. Okay, this is day one of trying the Nina Cosford sketchbook, and I'm so excited because I moved my office into the kitchen. Look how pretty. Look at the sunlight. Ah, gorgeous. Anyway, so this is where I'll be working, but I might have to move because I have 5 cats, 3 of which are very curious and very much in my business all the time, so we will see. Get out of my chair, please. Okay, and with the sketchbook, we will be trying out alcohol markers, acrylic markers, both by Ohuhu, some stamps, and I do have some pens and pencils that I want to try. But I'm really curious about the alcohol markers because I hear that this sketchbook does not bleed through, so fingers crossed. I'll be putting some stickers on the sketchbook later when I have like more time and when I'm in the mood. I usually skip the first page just because it's like structured like this and it just wouldn't look pretty. I usually draw with my mechanical pencil. It's loaded with the 0.5 millimeter Pentel blue lead. If you look at my drawing and think, but Natalia, this doesn't look anything like the reference photo. And that is okay because this is how I draw. I guess I'm just not good enough to follow the reference yet. I just follow it very loosely to just like know where to put like a crease, how to put the eyeballs. Once I have like the first couple of strokes down and I have like the anatomy right, I just stop looking at the reference and just do my own thing. I usually do my ink lines with the Preppy fountain pen. I really love it. It's cheap, it's reliable, and they come in a variety of widths. I feel like the further I go from the face, the less I care about the details. So like with the face, I hold the pen really closely and make sure that the details are where I want them to be. But the further I go, the further I hold the pen away from the tip. And I'm just like, oh, okay, this is fine. You don't have to draw the areas that you don't want people to focus on to be very precise. Okay, let's see if this layer bled through. Not really, there's like a little bit for her nose, but Now, the moment of truth, alcohol markers, but I don't trust this sketchbook too much just based off of what I saw with the fountain pen. So I will put very used sheet of like plastic that you put under things to protect them from bleeding through. And since I only have pastels here, let's make her fun. Right off the bat, I think this is a lot of fun because the paint or the alcohol marker dries right away. So I immediately see what color it is going to be instead of like what color it will be, you know, once it dries. Because it's already dry. Okay, let's see. Okay, it did bleed through, but I feel like it wouldn't bleed through to another page. I love the texture of the sketchbook. It's not too smooth, not too rough. I don't know why I expected this sketchbook to be bleed proof. It's so thin. Yeah, the paper is super thin. I don't know why I expected this to be double-sided when my Ohuhu sketchbook that is bleed through is very thick. I really love the texture of this sketchbook. Markers just glide over it, very smooth and buttery. I'm really enjoying this. And I don't use alcohol markers that much, mostly because I don't have a sketchbook to use them in, but I feel like I'm going to be using this sketchbook a lot. Layers just blend in. It's gorgeous. Let's do some acrylic markers around her just so that I try everything. So I can try acrylic markers and alcohol markers and ink pens and stamps all in one illustration. Let's do a bright green just because of the details on her. Ooh, very nice. This is the first time actually that I'm trying this waterproof ink. I had like a very cheap one for like $3 before this and it was okay. I just didn't know what to expect from this one and it's really, really nice actually. Okay, this drawing is done. It's just like a quick thing that I wanted to draw just to demonstrate how the alcohol markers and acrylic markers work with this paper. And the verdict is, this is really funny with her eyes. The verdict is, it's really nice. The paper is really smooth. The texture is chef's kiss. I wouldn't change anything about this. Like I would love for it not to be bleeding through, but that's okay. The sketchbook would have to be more expensive and much thicker if it were bleed proof. So I'm really happy with this. I will be trying out more illustrations, but I have to get out of the sun because it's burning me. I can already feel that I'm gonna have a sunburn. Okay, this is day 2 of drawing in the Nina Cosford sketchbook and I have learned from my mistakes. So first of all, I did get sunburned yesterday, so today I'm wearing sleeves. There's always a cat. If you have 5 cats, there's always a cat near you. This is Tonic. He has a twin. Her name is Ginny and Tonic. We were really proud of that naming. Anyway, this is the setup today. I have, again, the alcohol markers, acrylic markers, ink pens, and front and center matcha. Okay, cat, come. Okay. Let's stick to a similar color palette today. You know, until like a month or 2 months ago, I did not even like matcha. And I've been to Japan and tried matcha there. Didn't like it. But then recently I went to a tea shop with a friend and she made me get strawberry matcha and it was very sweet, like very, very sweet. And since then I kind of fell in love with it and now I just make it at home. I even like look up tutorials on how to make the best matcha latte. Yeah, I'm like totally hooked now. Let's do a similar color scheme, meaning like pink and green, but not as retro, not as vivid. We're gonna do very gentle, very pale colors today. Let's see what colors we pick for this one. You know what? On top of the markers, I'm also gonna be using pencils just to see the durability of the paper. This looks darker than this, but let's give it a shot. Oh my god, this is so bright, and this is not bright at all. I wonder if this like got lighter with the sun. RV280, that is not the same color. I don't think these should be in the pastels. Anyway, moving on. Happy little accidents. Okay, since I'm done with the acrylic markers, I can go in and do some pencil drawing on top. Alrighty, I'm finished with the drawing and the pencil over it. Let's put some stamps around it, some decorations to make it more whimsical, magical, messy. I don't know. I'm gonna write down the colors that I used today just so that I know for reference if I want to use these colors ever again. Doing this also allows me to see if that bleeds through. And it does not. It's just the alcohol markers. Great, I can get rid of this now. I will eventually try if the alcohol markers bleed through to the other side. I'm just not confident to do that yet, but maybe next week. Okay, this is day 3 and also the last day of me trying out the Nina Cosford sketchbook, and I just wanted to fill those empty spaces today with everything, with like alcohol markers, acrylic markers, with ink pens, just to make the use of that paper. I don't like wasting paper, and since this is leading towards like pink and blue hues, I'm going to draw some pigeons around. If you know me, you know I love pigeons, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I just want to fill this thing up and move on to the next page, where I will be probably covering this up with either a paper sheet, or I might just use acrylic markers to like draw over this and then draw over that with ink pens, but I haven't decided yet. I will most likely just cover it up with something, or I might just like use ink pens to like go over this so that I can reuse the color from previous page and do like a mirrored image. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. So let's draw some pigeons. Okay, let's move on to the ink. You know, since this is a safe space, I can tell you that I'm not good at like small talk. You can probably tell from this video, I'm not good at like yapping on about stuff, talking about my day or talking about my art. I am working on it. I want to be more transparent about my art and about my processes. It just doesn't come to me naturally, but I promise I'm working on it. one little video at a time. Okay, this looks good to me. Let's move on to color. There's an alcohol marker color called literally Pigeon Blue, and that's what I'll be using. Okay, so I am not using the bleed proof sheet today, and it does transfer to the next page, unfortunately. It's a little bit too late to fix that now. I'll just have to pay more attention to that. Once again, I got bamboozled by a light pink, which is not really light pink. Okay, and that's it. I think I really like this sketchbook and I can't wait to use it a lot with alcohol markers. The only thing I'll do is that I will just like put a bleed proof paper here or something in between just to not have 2 pages get ruined by alcohol markers. But other than that, the sketchbook is great. I just don't love how expensive it is to ship to the US and how long it takes. So I think next time I'm just going to be ordering multiple sketchbooks at once to save on shipping and stock up on the sketchbooks. Thank you so much for joining me, and I am looking forward to share with you many more of sketchbook spreads in this sketchbook. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!